welcome back to the channel. The only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading. From a haunted house in a creepy graveyard. Tonight's special is the buy one, get one free. You can always get a buy one, get one free with any reading that you purchase. So if you get the $6 taco box at $6, 3 plus questions, or up to 3 questions, 6 plus minutes, 6 plus cards. If you get the $11.11, the $15, the $20, the $30, every reading is buy one, get one free. Just check out the description. Everything you need to know is there. Hey, I see you guys are in the chat. I see a couple of people there. Say hi. You love my tits? Well, you're gonna love being haunted. On the hidden person list. Welcome to the haunted house. Yeah, you and all the other guys, so get in line. I'm going to do a collective message here soon. It won't be on very long. I've got stuff to take care of. So if you'd like to get a paid reading, please make your payment now. I'll be gone in about an hour. So I'm not going to sit on YouTube and have assholes make fun of my tits when they're not even showing. Hey Molly, how are you, dear? My chat's not showing what you said. Oh yeah, what time are you waking up for the MRI? Molly, can you please send me the picture that you love the most of yourself? It doesn't matter if you're plus size or skinny, whichever one you love the most of yourself, please. So I can work you into my tarot deck. I appreciate it. Take your time, as long as it's sometime this week, please. Okay, thanks, babe. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and start with a free collective message. Let's see, what time is it? Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides for anyone who may see this reading or come by tonight, or see this message in the not too distant future. What do we need to know about now and the not too distant future? Could you give us a message from our most trusted and strongest spirit guides as a collective, please? The fucking. Oh my goodness. Can you clarify that, Spirit? Hey Meryl, how are you? I gotta be it tonight. How are you, sweetheart? How was your day? Spirit, could you clarify the fucking, please? Because this card is just too much. I mean, a dumpster fire? God help me. God help us all. Oh, the hot tub's too hot. The hot tub's too hot, okay? Tag you're it. Alright? Tag I'm it, huh, Spirit? Okay. Okay, so the first card that Spirit needs us to know about, the first Spirit message is the fucking. The hot tub's too hot, and tag you're it. Oh, Spirit, you're sounding so playful tonight. Oh, joy. Down in the river. Okay. Tiger it down in the river. So what are you saying, Spirit? That we should not choose a hot tub and get in the river instead? So we do have some ridiculous cards here. I feel like Spirit is saying, so if there is a lot of drama, frustration, kind of karmic energy that feels like it's cramping your style, you know, try to do your best to stay out of the hot waters. Let it go. Have some fun to overcome this negativity that you might be feeling or experiencing in your life, and try not to get too low and down in the river, get down in the dumps. Maybe you need to go down to the river or something like that to pray or to get in touch with nature or, you know, come to my house maybe. Every time I see this card, I think of my house because it actually looks a lot like my house with the trees and the swings and I live by the river. There's like literally a waterfall in my backyard. Sure, Molly. Sure, we can do a quick free reading because I know you bought one, but you haven't. Oh wow, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Spirit, what does Molly need to know about the MRI? Let me actually ask the Golden Girls. Hey Metal Rain, welcome back to the channel. Hey Mojo, how have you been? Long time no see, bro. How are you doing? It's good to see y'all tonight. Thanks so much for coming by and hanging out. Spirit, what does Molly need to know about her question? And just have courage, be strong. Everything's going to be okay in that strength card. You know, Spirit knows you're getting bored with what's going on with your situation, but you will overcome it in the strength card. This situation is only going to make you stronger. Let's split the deck and see what it says. You know, and help is coming swiftly. I think it's going to go, I think it's going to run smoothly. Spirit saying don't be scared. You will find your justice in the justice card here in the not too distant future. So positive thoughts draw in positive situations. You don't always have to be positive, you know, but Spirit is letting you know in those cards that everything is going to be okay and run smoothly. Don't be scared. Your ortho wants a copy of the report. Sorry, I gotta stretch my leg. It hurts. You wanted to show it? Yes, it will. It will be showing its healing. The strength card, I mean the courage card, the strength card, yeah, is like you know, they're watching over you with great care to give you the confidence that you need to heal. Yeah. My knee hurts so bad. Yeah, my Cash App is working at the moment. It works all the time. Let me get you the link. So I went to the market tonight to get myself a beer after fixing the car, and there's this bird that's been stuck in the supermarket for 3 weeks. Now, I confronted the manager about it on Labor Day, and she's like, well, we did call Echo Lab, and they're supposed to come out tomorrow to get it. That bird is still in that supermarket, and I'm highly pissed off about it. Because that means that manager lied to me. And I'm really upset about it because it's a migratory bird. I just don't see how Echo Lab is gonna come out and get a bird. Oh, they're considering it a pest elimination, offering commercial pest control programs to protect businesses from common pests like rats, mice, and cockroaches. How is a migratory bird a pest? Like, does anybody know who I can call? Like, I mean, why haven't they at least called pest control, not pest control, but animal control? I've offered several times to capture the bird and release it, but it's really frustrating, you guys. It's starting to really upset me. Oh, thank you so much for your payment, Mojo. I really appreciate that, Mojo Jojo. What are your questions, dear? Go ahead and put them in the chat. And then we can do your free, because it's buy one, get one free now, Mojo. So when you buy a reading, you also get one free. So if you want to do them back to back, we can, or I can just put you on the he bought a reading list and it gets one free whenever he's ready for the free one. Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much. That bird gets out of that supermarket. Yeah, go ahead and put your questions in the chat. Let's do your reading, Mojo. That's okay. I figured you fell asleep. It happens. I almost dozed off myself. So, you're not alone in that. figured it's just been like really slow this weekend because, you know, it's one of the last weekends of summer. Everybody's trying to get out while the weather's nice. Okay, you want to know about your love life too? Okay. You're welcome, sweetheart. If you have a third question, you can also put it in the chat. Let me know, do you want me to just note your free reading, or do you want to do the free reading tonight? Just let me know. I'm glad you asked a win question, because I don't really like to do wins, because I want people to expect what they want and that it's coming in for them. But I've also been wanting to practice those kind of questions more often. So let's just see what the cards say, what you need to know right now from your most trusted and strongest spirit guides. I kind of feel like if I give in to win questions, like you won't be expecting it, but maybe if I brush up on them a little bit on timings. I usually like to use the yes and no, and how and when cards. So let's just see what the Golden Girls say, and then I will scooch over there and grab those cards and see what Spirit says. So that's the energy, Ace of Wands, which is about your new beginning. It's about a new beginning coming in for you, and it's going to be coming in for you pretty quickly in the not too distant future here. Okay, a death card, this transformation. Spirit, I'm calling forth Mojo's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. When or around what timing will Mojo get this interview for a new job to get over this rut they've been in? Wow, Magician and the Page of Wands. These are very positive cards. Give me 1 second. So, okay, so we talked about your new beginning. That was the energy. That the new beginning has already started for you. And then you've got the transformational card, the death card, which it's a death card, but it's still a very positive card, because it's about your transformation going through this rut. But the Magician is a very good sign, letting you know it's a very positive card. Drawing the Magician in regards to this kind of question about getting a job and getting out of this rut, it's an extremely positive sign, and it suggests that you're entering a period of a new beginning, okay? And you have all the tools and resources you need to manifest, you know, a desired outcome that you want. I think it's a very powerful yes, that it's just right around the corner. Like, it could happen tomorrow. It could be this week. You know, this is the first card, major arcana card. It's number 1. And that's why I feel like it's also saying when. Well, it starts today on this Manic Monday. Okay? So take charge of your situation and create the space in your heart and your head as if it's already happening. Because it's, you know, tomorrow's only a day away. We're already into tomorrow. And the Page of Wands says that you're in this, like, embryonic stage of this new beginning. That, and stop looking at the past, okay? Don't go back, because the past is not, it's not coming back, okay? You're not that version of you anymore. And you do have a lot to look forward to in that Magician card. Where did those other couple cards go? Here they are. So I would say that it's the start of this new transition is it starts with this reading. And Spirit's saying take action. Take action now. Apply for any job you can that you feel would make a difference in your life. And there's so many options. I mean, I know what you do for a living. And I mean, you could go anywhere with what you do and do anything. And you know, you could go to corporate businesses, like Home Depot, Lowe's. You could even put some of that stuff behind you that you're already doing and maybe get into some of those places where you live that do like a garden center or something like that. I don't know if they have Pike's Nursery or something like that down there, but and I guess I say that because this card's about planting seeds and growing mighty oak trees. It's definitely about plants and making plans as well. A very earthy card, like the Death card, you know, and the Magician, of course. The Magician embodies all four suits of the tarot deck: the Wands, the Swords, the Pentacles, the Cups. And Spirit definitely does have your back throughout the situation. Let me get the love clarification cards and see what they're saying about your love life. But just expect it, okay? It's really just right around the corner what you're asking, what you're looking for. You know, there's no reverse cards. There's no, you know, there's no negative cards. Let me get my How and When deck out and see what kind of information your most trusted and strongest spirit guides have to say about how and when. A little bit more deeper into this situation. How and when for Mojo, the interview and the overcoming the situation they're in right now. So we already know that it's a yes. Sorry, my chair's really loud and uncomfortable. I probably need to get a better chair. So within the next 3 months, you should be out of this final spiral in your situation and onto the path of radical change. And it starts today. It starts with this reading. You will find some enchanting results. Your infectious inspiration, brilliant humor, and exceptional ability to overcome obstacles and adapt sparks the realization of your plans. So over this fall season, you will be seeing the changes that you want and that you want and need to change. So just expect it. I know for a fact that the market down there, I mean, I don't know how anybody makes money, keeps jobs, and affords anything. It's always just been one of those kind of places, Mojo, where it's difficult to find a job, it's difficult to keep the job, and it's difficult to make money to overcome any kind of inflation or any kind of, you know, money worries. I mean, we literally had to move away from there, Mojo, because, thank you so much, Molly. I do need to, do some things to it because it's starting to fade with just a few washes. But Mojo, I mean, you know, you might just have to move to a city that's more highly economical with payments and jobs. I just, you know, we moved away from there because, you know, my dad had a job where he could be making $50, $60, $80, $100,000 a year, and he was literally making $20,000 a year. And I just recently had seen on YouTube a video somebody posted what $800 a month apartments look like down there. This guy's living in a box with a place to shit. Pardon my French. Now, when I was a kid, which was not very long ago, we had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath luxury apartment with all amenities. There was a clubhouse, a tennis court, a pool, a hot tub, a playground. I don't even understand what's happening with this world. I don't understand why our government, our administration, and why people don't want to pay the money for us to survive anymore. Like, it's really ridiculous. I don't understand why they're not trying to, you know, they're raising the prices of everything else, but why can't these people just, like, raise the hourly rate? It doesn't really make any sense to me. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm stupid or something, but it doesn't make any sense to me. You know, to live in a place like Florida is a wonderful place to live. But, I mean, literally, the town you live in is a small town. It's a small town, nothing, nowhere going town. And you can't find a job, and it's expensive, and nobody wants to go there. I know didn't want to stay there. How you ended up there, I don't know. Maybe you're just from there like I'm from there. But I do understand your plight. Very, very much so. So let's go ahead and get into your love life, because Spirit is saying, try not to worry too much, because where attention goes, attention flows. So if you keep thinking that you're in a rut, you're going to stay in that rut, babe. You're not in a rut. You've just been told you're in a rut. You've been programmed to think you're in a rut. But you're actually quite safe, and Spirit has your back. And you are going to overcome the situation you're in, okay? You know, talk to your most trusted and strongest spirit guides and your Creator as if they're your best friends. Okay, and you'll start seeing things show up. Spirit, can you clarify some things about Mojo's love life and what they need to know right now about their love life? Storms of love. Delicate balance. If anybody else would like to get a paid reading, go ahead and put your payment in now, because I'm not going to be here very much longer for tonight. Maybe I'll be here for another half hour, and that's about it. Secret Desires, and then Between the Lines. Okay. Storms of Love. It's a very beautiful card. Let's see what it says. I'm still studying these cards too. So conflict is an opportunity for growth and change. Spirit knows and feels that you have been feeling that conflict, but your secret desires will be answered very soon. Unspoken needs can plunge you into deep confusion. So talk about what you need in your love life to people you meet or people you know, or maybe people that you're partnering up with, dating, hanging out with. Don't be afraid. I want to give you the courage to say what you need to say and do what you need to do, because life is short. You want to find the ones you want to spend the rest of your life with. Between the lines, uncover the truth carefully and write your own ending. You know, you're the beautiful creator of your love story. So once again, talk to your Creator. Even if you just believe that your Creator is the dirt outside, and ask your Creator to help you see between those lines, because sometimes, you know, we can have multiple people that we like, that we'd like to spend our time with, that we'd like to date, and we don't know which one, and it starts to blur the lines, and then nothing transpires, because you're caught in a web between multiple people, and you either can't decide, or they can't decide, or you stay in limbo. So uncover the truth carefully and write your own ending. So maybe get some pen and paper and write down what it is that you want and what you expect in your love story. And let it help you, feel a little bit more balanced. See, what you assume, Jojo, what you assume has no choice but to show up. So if you assume you're in a rut, you're going to be in a rut. You're going to stay in that rut. If you assume that it's up to everybody else to decide what happens in your love story, it will stay that way, and you'll be in constant limbo with your love story. Delicate balance. Strike a balance between freedom and commitment. So if there is somebody you want to commit to, if there is somebody that you like, go to them and say, hey, this is what I want. What do you want? And let's figure out how to operate around this. Okay? And if they don't want to cooperate with that kind of magic, then, just enjoy what you do have. But make sure you're happy, healthy, and joyful. Find a place where you're happy being single. And don't let, don't let being single be a drag. It doesn't have to be. You were sent here to have fun, okay? Love and light over shadow and hate. Let's see what Spirit, I'm calling forth Mojo's most trusted and strongest spirit guides in regards to their love life. What do they need to know right now about that? So, reversed death. Yeah, you're stagnant right now in your love story. You might not know what you want, and you may know what you want, but the World card is letting you know that person, that energy, they're there. They're in your inner world. They're in your inner vortex. They very well, this woman on the card very well may represent her in many, many ways. She's got red hair and dark red hair. I don't know if you can really see it very well, but and she's very smart, and she's very worldly, and High Priestess, someone that will be easy to talk to. Okay? Very kind person. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you in general. Get some Spirit messages going for you before I finish up your reading. Where did the little space deck go? Here we go. Spirit, I'm calling forth Mojo's most trusted and strong spirit guides. Can we get some advice through the liminal space deck for him? Your phone, your battery was dead, no rain. Wow. Just an overall energy. My God has answered. That's so interesting. You got the love and light over shadow and hate card again. So, whatever you believe your creator is, just know that you are that beautiful creator. That you are the I am. You are the God of your world. And you co-conspire with the universe to create what it is you want. The universe right now is conspiring to create your life to be more amazing and beautiful than even you could have ever imagined it. All you have to do is ask, believe, receive. It's not ask, believe, receive, drive yourself fucking crazy and then get what you want. It's not going around and going, where's what I want? I do this all the time to myself, and then I have to go in and see my mentor and try to get it together so I can kind of get my head together about, the propaganda in the world that has crushed my ability to think outside the box. This happens to all of us. Hey, welcome to the haunted house, James. But you have to understand, Mojo, you are the beautiful creator of your universe. You co-conspire with your creator, even if you only believe your creator is the dirt outside, but the universe is here. You can see it. It touches your face in the wind. Okay? It's there when you hear the birds, when you hear the nature, when you hear the rustle in the trees, when you see the sun, when you see the moon, when you see the clouds or it rains, okay? And it has your back. So stay in the lightning of love and light. You don't always have to stay positive, okay? It doesn't always, you know, and you can't fuck it up, pardon my French, because everything in your life, Mojo, it's there because of a thought. And because of your feelings and your thoughts and how you act and react to them, you know, that's what's going to show up. So, you know, I always like to tell people just maybe sometimes just get out a piece of paper and a pen. What is it that bothers you about your life right now that makes you feel in a rut, Mojo Jojo? I'm a huge Powerpuff Girl fan, so I have to say that. What is it that's making you feel like in a rut on one side of the sheet of paper, and then on the other side of the sheet of paper, write the exact opposite of what that possibility could be. Okay? What do you want it to look like? What does not being in a rut look like to Mojo Jojo? And let me know, because I'll be thinking about you and I want to update. Because look, you once again, your thoughts create. And if anybody knows that more than I do, it's me. It's just like, you know how when you think about somebody and suddenly they've texted you, they've called you, maybe they've showed up online or something like that. Attention goes where attention flows. So please, I'm begging you, as like a Powerpuff Girl energy here now. Please be good to yourself with your thoughts, okay? Now, do you want to do your free reading now, or would you like to come back later in the week or another time, and I'll just note it in my phone on my notepad? It's up to you. Just let me know. Okay, another time. I'll go ahead and note it in my phone now that you've got a $6 reading. And the date is 9/7/25. So it was Queen Elizabeth I's birthday today. Happy birthday, Queen Elizabeth I, wherever you are. Let's see how old she would have been today. You're so welcome, Mojo Jojo. It's so good to see you, sweetheart. I am tired. You're right. I'm very tired. I worked on the car today with Dad. We changed the transmission filter fluid and all the fluid, and it was gross and nasty, and I still have to go out there with a garbage bag and throw away this huge hanging thing out there that we use to drain the oil with. I had to put some cornstarch in it to kind of soak up that transmission fluid, because I'm going to be sending that bullshit to the waste. Can't recycle it, unfortunately. But I am going to take the oil, the old oil, to O'Reilly's tomorrow and recycle it, because they have a bin for it. Storm, what movie should I watch on the projector? I have Disney Plus set right now. I would say Sleeping Beauty. That's the one I'd watch. Or, The Sword and the Stone. I love that one. That's my favorite one. So yeah. Does it go forward now? Yes, the car goes forward now, and it drives really nice, so. No more driving in reverse only. You want to watch the Tudors on the big screen? I don't know if I can, though. Why? Why wouldn't you be able to watch the Tudors? Isn't it free with ads on YouTube? I have it on my, are you okay, Frank and Dad?
Good night.
Good night. Oh, I know. Excuse me. When was Queen Elizabeth I born? I can't remember her birthday. I mean the birthday year. No, AI. Queen Elizabeth I, not the second. So she was born in 1533. Wow. That's a lot of years between here and there. It's It's on Stars. I don't know if I can download the app to my device. Well, hold on. I thought it was on Amazon Prime. It's so inaccurately incorrect, but it's basically, you can watch it and you'll still get the gist of the story. But, like, I would watch, hold on, I'll tell you the order. I'll just text it to you. Because, you know, I am deep in the Tudors and the history of England and Europe. Like, it's so fascinating to me. Okay, so, yeah, the Tudors is on Amazon Prime, dear. I don't know if, Mojo Jojo, have a good night, sweetheart, and be safe. Keep me updated. I'm gonna share this with you, Molly, so you can tell me if on Amazon, if it's free with ads or if you'd have to buy it. Just curious. Oh, so you have the projector and you have to download something on your device to watch it? Well, if you can download the Disney app on the device, you should be able to download, you should be able to use anything on it. Wow. Queen Elizabeth I would be 491 years old today. She would be 491 years old today. Wow. Oh my God, was she born on a Sunday? I'm absolutely fascinated with her, by the way. She's just an absolutely amazing woman. I hate how she got manipulated into making it look like she murdered her cousin. Okay, so happy birthday, Elizabeth I, on this day in September 1533. That's 492 years ago. The last Tudor monarch was born in Greenwich on September 7, 1533. The daughter of King Henry VIII and his second wife, Anne Boleyn. You know who I think, I don't know if you're still there, Metal Rain. Are you still there? Hey, Fiona. Are you there, Metal Rain? I can pull up Prime shows on this thing. I'll download it. Yeah, download it, babe. In fact, here's the order you want to watch it all in, okay? So you want to watch The White Queen. That's where it all starts. Then you want to watch The White Princess, okay? Then you want to watch The Tudors so you can understand what the fuck is going on. Or you can, after you watch The White Queen, you can watch The Spanish Princess. Let me just text all this stuff to you so you know what order to watch it in. I personally like The Spanish Princess a little bit better than The Tudors, but I also love The Tudors. Please don't get me wrong. It's very, very incredible. Oh, Metal Rain, you know what I was going to say is, so, I always wanted to be a casting director, okay? Not just an actress, but a casting director. I always thought I'd be really good at that. But I always, you're probably going to laugh at me, but I always thought Brock Lesnar would be such a fantastic King Henry VIII. They look just alike and scary. So, The White Queen, I'm going to write The White Queen, The White Princess, then The Spanish Princess. And the reason I say this to watch these three first, I mean, you can start watching The Tudors, but, oh, they have Reign on Amazon. It's on there. I have them all. Watch Reign. You guys are going to love it. I mean, it's not completely historically accurate, but it is, and it'll give you the idea of what you need to know about history. In fact, Molly, she actually spent her last night of freedom in the castle that my friend Monty grew up in, Castle Facide in Scotland. We're talking about Mary, Queen of Scots now, who was Queen Elizabeth I's cousin that she had her head cut off. But the thing you have to understand about Queen Elizabeth I and Queen Mary of Scots is actually, Queen Mary of Scots was actually supposed to be the real queen of England, Scotland, Ireland, and France, okay, because of when she was born, who she was born, and who her parents were. But King Henry VIII, his children came in because there was a whole fiasco. I can't explain this too much. But she did not actually, she was actually, Queen Elizabeth I was manipulated into supposedly signing a paper that said off with her head. But Queen Elizabeth I always said that she never wanted that to happen and that she was manipulated into doing that and that it was somebody else's doing in Parliament that made it happen. There was one with Henry Cadillac about Henry VIII. Well, I think that Brock Lesnar would play play a King Henry VIII fantastic. Just fantastic. It would be fantastic. I think they have just made a new movie or TV miniseries called Firehawk or Fire some shit, pardon my French, where Jude Law plays King Henry VIII. Yeah, but he plays an older version. It's like an older version, it's like a movie or TV miniseries about him as an older man. But I felt so bad for Jude Law because the person that I watched on YouTube, which is that I love this channel, History Calling, kind of like, she said he's an ugly man. Like, yeah, maybe it's King Henry VIII, but Jude Law is a pretty decent looking, handsome man. I mean, I can think of a lot uglier guys. History Calling. Not that she watches this channel or cares, but Molly, I'm putting these mini-series in for you to watch. So the White Queen, the White Princess. Then you want to watch the Spanish Princess. And the reason you want to watch the Spanish Princess is because you want to get the history before the Tudors start. You don't get to see young King Henry VIII in the Tudors. You only get to see him as he is at the beginning of his marriage with Catherine of Aragon. So when you watch the Spanish Princess before you watch the Tudors, you kind of get the idea and the history lesson of what happened before the Tudors TV miniseries, okay? So the White Queen, the White Princess, then Spanish Princess. And then you want to watch the Tudors. And then after you watch the Tudors, okay, you're going to want to watch Reign. Then watch Reign, because this is all how history spread out into, yeah. You're going to want to watch Reign, and then you're going to want to watch one of those Elizabeth I movies. Whatever one you feel called to watch. I mean, and it is such a devastating, beautiful story, oh my God. In fact, I want to go watch them right now. There is some new evidence that quite possibly they may have found the princes in the tower. But I don't, I never thought that King Richard III would have ever done anything to hurt his nephews, despite him being king, because, he fought so much during the War of the Roses. He gave up so much to make sure the Plantagenets stayed on the throne. Why would he kill his own blood and his own heirs? So I never believed that King Richard III did it. And I never believed that Margaret Beaufort had anything to do with it either. I mean, saying that Margaret Beaufort was a murderer in some of these miniseries that you're going to watch, I think it's just as evil as saying that, Dracula is pagan in 2025 and gave up catechism for paganism. Like, he's just not going to do that. It's just not going to happen, okay? Trying to find a movie, okay. I would watch Beauty and the Beast before I would watch Lion King. And I just say that because, I don't want to watch any animals upset or die or get hurt or right before bed. The one with Henry Cavill, I don't know if I'm saying his name right, has Queen Marjorie from Game of Thrones. Oh, really? Which one are you what are you talking about, Metal Rain? I'm lost. What are we talking about again? Do you have a name of what you're talking about, Metal Rain? I don't think I've ever seen it. Do I believe in alternate timelines and dimensions? Yes. I believe that that when you die, your consciousness just shifts to a different dimension, but you're still here. I was watching the video on TT, and a woman was sleeping for 12 hours and lived 7 years in another timeline. Yeah, I will have to say that I believe that we can dream things, and they are other realities, and that's why it's so important to like pay attention to your dreams, because it's your consciousness telling you something that you can't always see or hear or feel or understand if you were conscious in this waking reality. The show of Henry VIII. Let me see if I can. Okay, yeah. I would love to know Metal Rain. But yeah, I think Brock Lesnar would be a fantastic King Henry VIII. Here, let me show you why. I actually showed this to Molly the other night. She was like, "Yeah, that's crazy." So, let me bring the brightness down. So that's King Henry VIII. Okay, not a bad-looking ginger, right? Brock Lesnar. And then younger Brock Lesnar. I just think that there's something about him that has that arrogance in his face. They look just alike to me personally. I just think it's funny. So I'll never understand why they didn't really do a great casting job in the HBO series of The Tudors. I mean, the guy's a fantastic actor. He's hot. He's good looking. I mean, it was believable, but King Henry VIII was a ginger, not a brunette. Now, the kid who plays King Henry VIII in The Spanish Princess, yeah, he does a pretty good job. He does do a pretty good job. But I really wanted to see I really want to see somebody play King Henry VIII that actually looks like King Henry VIII. Hey, Liz, welcome back to the Chammy. Yeah, I believe in alternate timelines, dimensions, and I believe I've walked in them both in waking times here in this particular reality. You know, there are billions and millions of different realities and timelines and universes. In fact, I think one day I sat here and I did the math on how many universes CERN is making daily. I think CERN is making like 350 billion universes every day, you guys, when it's turned on. Where they are, I don't know. Who's in them, I don't know. But it's a lot of universes it's making. And it's speeding up time. CERN is actually speeding up time. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not. But when it's turned on, it's like as if our timeline goes through like warp speed or something. It's really creepy. I'm not a Brock Lesnar fan either. I'm just saying that I think that he could really embody that character, bring it to life, and make it very believable. And regards to looks, I don't know if he's a good actor. I mean, he's a WWE wrestler, so he probably is, since it seems like all that stuff is scripted now. And so violent, like scripted, cheating, violent. Dad and I are starting to hate it as much as you. And it's really disappointing to us. Because I want the sports aspect, the athletic aspect to be far more important than stories that are fake. Like, it's highly insulting to me as a woman, as a respectable person who holds integrity up high, that, WWE's writing scripts for characters who are wrestlers and professional athletes on their show, in regards to cheating on each other. Like to see that whole thing between Mysterio and Rhea Ripley, and then to see that whole thing with that other girl that he dumped her for. Like, all those people are married to other people. Like, I just couldn't do it. Like, You know, I guess it's one thing if you're getting paid and you're making a movie or a TV series or something, but I just don't think that all the theatrics with the acting and stuff on WWE is like great. They're promoting cheating not only in between couples and partners, but cheating with the wrestling. Like seeing Logan Paul out there like with his brass knuckles is just a big disappointment. Like I really want to see Logan Paul actually win a fight without cheating or having someone help him. I think he knew exactly what he was doing when he showed that dead body on his channel in 2017. I think it was 2017 or was it 2015? I don't know. It was one. I think he knew exactly what he was doing. I don't think it was a mistake at all. So there's going to be an episode where they go to a local wrestling show where Jake calls wrestling fake, which gets the... Wow. You know, Freddie Prinze Jr. was writing scripts for WWE at one time. Really? Wow. I did not know that. It's okay, Liz Love. It's okay you haven't read the script yet, sweetheart. Just take your time. I don't even think we're reading that script next time we read. I think he just wanted you to read it just to kind of get a vibe of the first episode. I know your sister's in the hospital and you're going through some things, so it's alright. Oh, yeah, I understand. I feel the same. Take Cena with him. Oh, Lordy, I'm tired of seeing Cena, that's for sure. Didn't you tell me that girl, who's that girl again that always did the "this is my house"? And she's like from the UK. Didn't you tell me she was gonna come back, or did I just dream that? You went to the beach to scream? Right on. You can use pillows for that too, in case you're at home and you can't get to the beach. Okay. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm just so tired. After being under that car all day. Moon. I wanted to do pictures of the moon, but it's cloudy, partly cloudy here. I haven't even seen it yet tonight. Yeah, I didn't think it had been sent out yet, Metal Rain. Yeah, Paige, that's her name. Did she just go only by the name Paige? So she's fighting as Saraya? When is she coming? Is she coming back to WWE? There's been several times I thought that she was coming back, but... Okay, so she's not returning to WWE soon. She's currently focused on projects outside of wrestling and has indicated she'd wait until 2026 for potential WWE return, though she won't actively pursue it and hasn't had any conversations with her former employee. Okay. So she's still leaving AI Elite Wrestling in March 20. So she's still left. So WWE has no interest in bringing her back. Is it just a rumor? Yeah, she was my favorite wrestler. I really liked her a lot. But it got to the point where she became so overtly egotistical, and then it turned into like too much makeup, too much boobs, too much superficiality, and I just couldn't anymore, you know? I couldn't buy into that anymore. It's uncomfortable. And then they got rid of, what's her face? She ended her career. Can't remember her name. That's how interesting she she was. What was her name? Yeah, we won't talk about her because her career's over. I think, was it Bailey or Becky that ended it? Ronda Rousey. I liked watching Ronda Rousey. She wasn't too bad. I really enjoy watching Rhea Ripley. I like Rhea Ripley. There's this girl who just started popping up on WWE named Stephanie. It's kind of sad seeing Nikki Bella come back. Is it Nikki Bella? I'm not really enjoying watching that. Watching her get her ass kicked. I don't like the attitude that Becky's taking. I hate to see how somebody like her has done so well for herself, and WWE is writing scripts for her now like she's an evil villain. Really, he has a cookbook. Interesting. I've got a cookbook. I just haven't published it. And it's all like handwritten recipes from me and my family. I just haven't published it. I just have so much on my plate. Which one was dating Cena? I thought it was Nikki. I don't know. Let's ask Google. Yeah, it was Nikki Bella. Dated John Cena. 2012 to 2018. And were engaged before their split. They called it off weeks before their wedding. They briefly got back together after that. And officially parted ways again the same year in 2018. They did reunite backstage at the Royal Rumble in 2025, and Bella confirmed it was an amicable reunion. So they broke up because she wanted to become a mom, and he is adamantly against having children. I wonder why. So then he ultimately changed his mind. Bella ultimately ended their relationship because she didn't want him to feel pressured or regret having a family down the road. So she married Dancing with the Stars pro Artem Chigvintsev, and they had a son together, and they divorced in 2024. And John Cena married somebody else in 2020. What a sad love story. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I have been in love with someone since I was like 11 years old. We've been friends since he was 13 and I was 11. But he's adamant against having children, so I'm not willing to, try to change his mind. And he has good reason to not want to have any more kids, but still, I mean, oh yeah, he knows how I feel about him. Yeah, and he feels the same way. But we would just rather stay friends than tear each other's hearts apart. It's just so much more fun like that. And, I wouldn't say that I'm madly in love with him or anything like that, but I do love my friend very much. He's a childhood friend of mine. I've had him for years. He's the guy who grew up in the Castle Facade that I was talking about earlier in Scotland, which is like, this is the last castle that Queen Mary Scott spent her last night of freedom in before she turned herself into Queen Elizabeth I people. But he wants to he wants to focus on like his kids that he has now, and he wants to focus on like he has a daughter who has a son, and she started really early as a teenager, and he started really early as a teenager, so unfortunately he became a grandpa in his 30s. And he grew up in the Castle Facade in Scotland. Here, I'll send you a link so you can go check it out. Which is the last castle that Queen Mary of Scots spent her last night of freedom there. He's an incredible piano player. And I would rather, we've always just supported each other in whatever, we wanted, so I would much rather, like, be supportive of him because he's been through so much. His father was a knight of Queen Elizabeth II. Oh, that's my Cash App, not the link to Castle Facade. And then my best friend Nicola, she grew up in a 500-year-old Tudor manor. Might as well as be a castle. And you know what? They're both the nicest friends I've ever had in my whole life, other than Molly. And my roommate's a pretty good friend too. Even though he pisses me off because he doesn't take good enough care of himself. And I'm not going to do it for him, That's what his girlfriend's for. So, okay, here is... I'm trying to find the tour of it. Why can I not get the link to share this? Okay, here it is. Facade Estate. His family doesn't own it anymore. His father sold it. But here's like a 2-minute video on Castle Facade. There is one girl who did like a walkthrough of it. I'm going to try to find that really quick because it's super cool. I used to actually I would call him on the phone when we were kids, and he would be like vacationing with his family at this place. Oh, here it is. Life at Facade Castle in Scotland. This girl made this video. Like a tour of it. It's so cool. There you go. Yeah, some older women can still have children. I mean, older women are having children at 65 now. I think that the older, the more dangerous is just a superstition. Any pregnancy is dangerous, Metal Ray. Whether they're 12 years old or 65 years old. Okay? Childbirth has always been dangerous. Please do not let modern advanced science and make you think that it's not dangerous at all. Or more dangerous if you're older. It's dangerous for all of us women now, especially the way with healthcare is going. Okay, the fact that they've taken away many of our rights to have a safe birth and to be safe and the baby to be safe and healthy. They're literally making us women carry children who are going to die the day they're born. Doctors are literally asking us, are you pregnant? Because they have to by law. Because if we're pregnant, they have to report it to the police so that the police can make sure that we don't harm our babies. It's wrong. And it's fucked up. And it's scary. Every woman who has a child, no matter what her age is, they are in danger, Metal Rain. Doesn't matter how old they are. It's always going to be dangerous until someone changes the law, and even if they do change the laws back, it is dangerous. I just want you to understand that, okay? I know you would never date a 12-year-old. I'm just saying that, like, in history, you know, there are women who have been having babies since, you know, all time, since that time in their life. And women who are still 12 have babies. To this very day. Children are having babies. Is that just in Georgia? No, it's all over the country. Okay? And depending on how or where you are, you know, it's a nationwide thing. It just depends on where you are and what kind of doctor you have and what their morals are. Doctors can now refuse you care for any reason they want to. I know, so sad girls are having to go through that. Because women have just always been pawns in people's journey through life, and it's so fucked up. Hey Giovanni, welcome to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard. Are women as young as 10 years old still having babies? Yes. They're extremely rare and dangerous. Though extremely rare and dangerous, it is possible still for 10-year-old girls to get pregnant and give birth. And there is evidence and cases in the United States and globally that it's still happening. However, adolescent pregnancy, including for girls aged 10 to 14, carries severe health risks such as high blood pressure, infection, and obstructed labor. These are the same things that they talk about with women who are older. It doesn't matter what age you are. Childbirth is dangerous. Very dangerous. I can't believe that there's still even cases that women are that young and little women are having babies still. Like, I can't believe that there's, like, really nothing we could do about it either, I don't think. Really? Oh yeah, I think I heard about that once. 5 years old, yeah. Did I read the ample script? I haven't read anything I haven't read anything at all this week. Let me go and look. The ample script. I'm sorry, there's just so much going on in my head. I forget sometimes. So thank you for reminding me. Let me go over to that email and see what I can see from you. I've got the trouble with money. I got your email about the video ad. See, okay, I've got the video ad email, I've got digital stalker, the fallout, the hangover, welcome home, girls night, about last night, I'll be home, job well done, bunch of something, dig in, lunch at the something, episode 48, be less something, trick or treat, untitled document, funeral for something, work overload. I'm just going down the list. I'm not naming them all out because I know you'll know who they are. The Jake Tripper one, Checkers bio, Jake's something, Grace Dallas, Billy Dallas, Motley Coffee, The Trouble, and Me Primo, Michelle's bio, All Hollows, Romance, Burn in the, Jake Tripper, Aloha, Love Never, Get Amazed, All Hallows. That's all the ones I have. Trick or Treat was funny. Who are you talking about, Fiona? Well, are you talking about the governor of California? I like him too. I won't lie. I wish he was my governor. Unfortunately, the places I'm going have been taken hostage by a bunch of crazy lunatics who probably have a stockpile of illegal guns. Governor Lee, Governor Kemp, fuck you both. That's all I gotta say. Do I still have freedom of speech? Like I give a fuck if they hear that or say that, but you know, I think it's really uncomfortable, and personally I think it's just really uncomfortable that, you know, if you say something wrong, you know, they're gonna take your life away from you or something like that. Like freedom of speech, democracy, all that stuff. I mean, I'm Greek. Okay, we were the first slaves on earth. Don't fuck with me. Don't come to me and tell me that I need to be somewhere where I don't feel comfortable with all this bullshit going on. Because I tell you what, there's nowhere I can go, nowhere we can go to escape it other than use our fucking noggin boxes to change it. What you think about, you bring about. And they know that, so they program us. They program us, they program us, they program us, they program us. And it's really fucking sad. So many people are so hateful now. So many people are, I mean, have you seen what's going on in Chicago? Civil war turning into civil war? I mean, it's just ridiculous. Why is this happening? You know, I'm going to start crying. Why is it that the National Guard and all these people who work for it, why are they doing this? Are they getting paid a lot of money? I mean, are they getting promised something? Like, it's just very strange. You know, this is why our forefathers put the Constitution together because they foresaw this kind of stuff and wanted to stop it. It doesn't make any sense to me. But don't worry, Metal Rain. Chicago got a good witch salt around it. A little witch salt circle. It's kind of awesome. It's really fucking cool. I really, I think we can change it. I think we can change the reality that we're seeing. Yeah, the felon is on his way out, but for what? Another absolutely insane idiot? Yeah, I said it. And if you don't like it, you're gonna fuck off my channel. Don't talk to me. Okay? You know, I'm neither left nor right. I'm for me. I'm on my side. And I'm on your side. So, please don't judge me. I won't judge you. Oh, I know Metal Ring. I know. Let's go. What, Zenian? He's not gonna start anything. He knows how I feel about it. He knows that, I don't, wanna, there's really nothing he can say to turn me towards that kind of stuff, and there's no way that he can, talk to me about it either. It's a dead end there. And I think that he respects the fact that I don't, want to talk about that kind of shit. At least I feel that he does, and I think that he got the point. Clearly, the last time we talked about it. And I just feel like at the end of the day that through the power of our thoughts and our feelings as a society, you know, we do have to take accountability for what's going on. Because our fear, okay, is what stops us from, it literally de-manifests what we want. Did I read the video at email? I did, but I was half asleep when I read it. But I do like it a lot. I need to probably make one also for my call center. I just recently made an app. But tomorrow I've got to work on some family music stuff. I have a cousin on the Greek island of Cyprus who passed away 3 years ago. And they're going to do a memorial for him in 3 different countries across Europe. Because he's very famous with his music. His son is played in Greek restaurants here across America and is doing very well with his music around the world. But they asked my dad to be a part of the movie they're making as a memorial that they're going to show at these memorials for him across Europe for my cousin. Because my dad was the one that influenced him to start playing music, this cousin of mine. So they want to start it with my dad telling the story of how he influenced him to start playing music. So I got to help my dad with that tomorrow. Hopefully he'll feel rested up after working on the car. I know he was very tired tonight when he went to bed. So yeah, I did. I made an app. So I think that's interesting. I'm gonna keep working on it because I'm not yet done with it, Liz. But I think that it's going to be good for anyone and everyone who maybe wants to stay on the straight and narrow path. You know, if you are feeling overwhelmed, or maybe I'm not around to talk to, or, you know, you can just open the app and reference stuff from all kinds of shit I talk about, from science to law of attraction to law of assumption to astrology and tarot. And I'm thinking of just like getting that together with maybe even adding a call center or something like that. I don't know how I'm doing it, but I am doing it with code and patience. Learning coding and patience. It's been interesting. I figured, well, I used to know HTML pretty well, so it can't be any more difficult to learn coding compared to HTML, which was like coding as well. I mean, it was like just a big code. Yeah, but I'm not as good as I could be, because it gets really boring. It gets really boring. Like, you know, I could be doing something else with my free time, like playing my guitar, or working on my music as sacred painting, or, you know what I mean? I wish I knew how to do everything. Like I said, $1 million education, we can't even put eyeliner on. I mean, I can, I'm just too lazy to. I really want to just focus on my acting, you know, and my music, and do tarot. I mean, but I don't know, someone came in here the other day, they're like, oh, you should make an app, you'll become a billionaire. And I was like, okay, might as well try it. is like not so much the whole ICE thing, not so much the whole tramp thing, not the whole, not so much the whole Chicago thing and everything and blah 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 blah, or inflation or all this crazy shit going on with the real estate and everything. I think the hardest thing for me is that whole Epstein case. Like, a lot of people want to, like, try to talk to me about, like, that whole Venezuelan boat thing. Don't get me fucking started. But, I'm a little bit more concerned about the fact that they're trying to call these people's lives who have been ruined and their pain a hoax. You know what it's like to be a child who's been raped? Or a child who's been molested? You might feel the same too. And you might feel the same without even having to go through that, okay? Alright, my mother was a teenage runaway because of it. Okay? I'll take things to my grave I'll never tell you guys. And I'm telling you, it is not funny to me that people are walking around calling those people's pain a hoax. Doesn't make any sense to me. Hey, how are you doing, Frank and Dad?
I just came to see you.
Oh, there's not much to see.
What are you doing?
Picking my nose on YouTube.
Come on.
What are you doing? I thought you were sleeping. Shouldn't you be sleeping?
No, I got to take my vitamin D and I took it. Vitamin D could keep you up? I don't know.
You took vitamin D before going to bed. I think there is something within regards to...
Oh, it's okay.
Well,
I will sleep.
I mean, how do we get our vitamin D? You go out in the sun. I mean...
I don't mind. Don't worry about it.
I think this has happened to me before.
I think the vitamin D make you sleep. Okay, baby. Good night. Actually, I was watching a movie.
The evidence on whether taking vitamin D before bed affects sleep is mixed. Some studies suggest that vitamin D can improve sleep, while some say it can play a role in regulating the body's natural sleep-wake cycle. I don't know. Maybe you're just excited because the car got fixed and it's not driving in reverse anymore.
Yeah. Okay, good night.
Okay, good night. Love you. Oops.
What was that?
I just knocked over something under the table that I plant things in.
It was, I think it's about 2, isn't it?
I don't know.
You did.
It's 2 o'clock somewhere, huh? Rose got mad at your brother for going to your dad's barbecue yesterday, so he told her my dad had to talk to him about our aunt. Said she had dementia and only 6 months to live. Richard told me about that, and I had no idea what was going on. My brother would later tell me to go along with it. Sounds really frustrating. Fiona, I'm a very capable and talented person who needs a nap. But I got a lot of work I gotta finish up, you guys, so I probably should just say goodnight, because if I don't take care of the business I have to take care of before I go to bed, it will never get done. Never, ever, ever get done. How many of you are double jointed in your arms and elbows? Let me know. I'm going to do a collective message here before I go. One more collective message. I'm going to use the, clarification love situations deck. Because people always want to know about their love story. Their love lives, I guess. And dementia can be a creepy and evil thing. There's this guy who's on YouTube giving like dating advice. Alright? And he used that movie, what is it called? The Notebook, saying that love isn't really like that. That is just a movie. And I got him his case because that movie is a true story. And that guy was with that woman until the end. Now, I'm not going to ruin it for anybody who hasn't watched The Notebook, but it really pissed me off. And I was like, yeah, I'm done with this channel because if you're going to talk about something, you should do your research. But I just feel like, you know, anyone that I met that had dementia, anybody that has been through that with a loved one, a family member, a friend. I mean, I just went through it with my friend Tanya last year. Her mom passed away of dementia. And it was so hard for her and her mother. It's very difficult. Very horrible, horrible thing. Very painful. Sad. I still don't believe that my grandmother had dementia. I think that that was some kind of bullshit that they were telling us. I just will never believe it. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides. So 103, 104. A collective love message. And I just say that because of some of the things that, you know, I have seen, experienced, and gone through with other people who have dementia. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides as a collective in regards to what do we all need to know about our love lives right now and in the not too distant future. Bound by demands. Awakened rebirth. Now maybe for some of us there's just been too many demands in our life to go out and really seek out the one or find the one, or maybe people have been too demanding. So instead of it being lighthearted, carefree, it's been kind of bound by demands, stifled by expectations. It is time to redefine limits and reclaim freedom. Moonlit unity. Ooh, and it is a full moon. Use understanding to have greater emotional balance. And awakened rebirth. Become conscious. Stay aware and embrace the renewal of your essence. I feel like that's definitely telling you guys that it's definitely a new version of yourself is on the way. The old version of yourself, remind yourself that you're not that version anymore. It's time to reinvent your love story, your life story, and be more understanding about having greater emotional balance in your life. You know, so that you can get through a whole day, a whole week, a whole month without having a meltdown about something that doesn't serve you. So practice calming yourself down, bound by demands, stifled by expectations. It's time to redefine limits and reclaim freedom. Like, I still feel like that's like saying the same thing as becoming consciousness, stay aware, and embrace renewal of your essence. So it very well is just saying, you know, it's time for a change for many of us. The way we think about love, the way we experience love, the way we talk about love, the way we treat each other with love, the way we treat others with love. What the world needs right now is love. That's what I love. I can't give it to everyone on my own, so please give it to yourselves and give it to others. Be kind to someone today. I'll be back tomorrow for Mystic Monday.
Thanks so much, everybody, for coming by and talking with me tonight and hanging out. Sorry, we went from the politics of the Tudors to the politics of 2025. Like, I can't believe we covered the last 500 years. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for the likes and the subscriptions. Keep me updated. I'll see you tomorrow. And we'll hang out tomorrow, too. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'll probably be on a little bit earlier. Maybe like 10:45-ish instead of so late. I don't know, I'll just see how I feel. I'm just kind of rolling the TV show here on YouTube by how I'm feeling. Because I'm trying to get a lot done before the first of the year. So that I can have a little bit more freedom to do this a little bit more. Like, I completely need to have that freedom so I can focus more on the things that I should be doing and want to be doing. Yeah, so good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Kalani.